In the last video, we have seen that how we can get the value from the previous row. And I got one question regarding how we can repeat the same index for all the other countries, right? Because in the last video, we just filtered the country by US. So what happened if we have a lot of other countries? The index for every country should begin from 0. So here you can see another data set. The name is cases groups. And here you can see we have different countries, date and confirmed cases. And now if I apply index column from 0 to onward, so here you can see the index is being started from 0. And let me zoom it a little bit. And if we scroll down, so here you can see in the row number 78, the number of cases are 444. And then the another country, Albania, the index is, it is just ongoing, right? 77, 78, 79, and so on. And our requirement is we need Albania to be started from 0, and again when the new country will come, the index will begin from 0. So how we can solve this problem? You need to understand one thing. If you go to the view and the advanced editor, so here you can see the Power Query editor has generated one function. So this is the code that is generated by the Power Query editor, and here you can see one function, add index column. So add index column requires one table, like removed other columns. Here you can see this is the table that Power Query has passed to add index column. So we need some kind of table, and let me cancel it. So we have to apply grouping here. Here you can see group by. Click group by, and then we have to select on which column we need grouping. It's a country column, and the name of the column you can write anything like country groups, and you have to select all rows here because we need complete table against each country. For example, here you can see Afghanistan, and when we group this column by country, then we should get one table. You will see as we go further. So it is better to learn while performing these steps. So let me click OK. So here you can see against every country we are getting one table which contains these rows: country, dates, confirmed, and index. So previously, if you look here, when we applied added index here, the table that we have provided to the added index was the removed other column. Every step is returning one table, and in the grouped row we are getting with every row we are getting one table. So we have to run the index column function against each row, and in every row this function will get this table as an input, and then it will generate index started from the 0. For this we have to click the add column, and then we have to click on the custom column, and here you can write like a new index group. Here we have to use one function, table dot add index. This is the function name, and then we need to provide the first the column on which we did this grouping, the this is the country groups, that because we need to provide here one table, and the country groups is returning a table, but the country region is not returning a table, it is returning one column, and here it is returning the column country groups that contain tables, right? So we need to double click here. So we need to add quotations here because there is space inside, and then in the start we need to write hash sign. Okay, so this is the table, and then the second parameter will be is the name of the column, like new index, and then we have to, the starting index will be from the 0 and the increment is 1. So that's it, and now we need to click OK. So the table there is some type of problem here, just need to click table, we just need to remove this table. Now it's table dot add index, it's fine, click OK. So here you can see we are again getting one table, and for the Afghanistan the new index is started from 0. Here you can see it is started from the 0, and in the same in Albania it is again started from the 0. So what we need to do now, we just need the required columns. So which column we need? We need a date and confirmed the new index, right? So click OK, and we don't need this column, we just need to remove. And here we have country, a date, confirmed cases, and the new index, right? So here you can see in the Afghanistan the new index is started from the 0, and if we go down the Albania, it's again the new index started from the 0, and so on. Let's check one more. So see, the Algeria is finished at 77, and the new index is started from the 0 for the Andorra, for this country. And so in this way you have seen that how we can repeat values in different groups, and this approach is very useful to solve a lot of business problems. So here you can see um, how important is to learn Power Query M language. Why we need Power Query M language? As we have here, you can see different Power Query editor functions here, like add row, remove row, and then we have group by, and many more, right? So we can use this graphical interface as well, but this graphical user interface is not enough, right? Sometimes we need out of the box functionality that is only possible if you are good in Power Query M language. So like if we want to perform the same stuff that we did, the repetition with each groups, we did manually, because we know the functionality that how we can get, how we can do the grouping, and how we can do the index manually, and we know the underlying theory, and we know the language, the function, and it is very easy for us to perform different operations on data, and we can get the data in the format that is according to our requirement.